Let's continue working with our math. Week 3 basic facts 2. Before we continue, these 4 questions will ask you about number sentences that represent fact families. If you remember from our last video and from the other videos that I've been uploading, they asked you something like this. Write the fact family for each array, and then we write the number sentences that represent that fact family. We said that it's 3 numbers that represent that fact family, so keep those in mind. Let's go ahead and start here. Which number sentence is in the same fact family as 9 times 1 equals 9? Let me look at my 3 numbers. What are my 3 numbers that I use to represent my fact family? There's, in this case, 2 numbers, 9 and 1. Okay, so let me look at A. 9, right? 9. But do I have 81 in my fact family? No. Let me look at B. I have 9, but I don't have a 2 and I don't have an 18. Let me look at C. I have 9, yes, and another 9 and a 1. Well, that's correct, but I still have one more. Do I have a 9 and a 9, but do I have an 18? No. That cannot represent my fact family. So my answer choice is letter C. So you're going to use that same strategy, those same questions to solve the rest. Let me try number 3 and then you can do the rest. Which number sentence is not, that means a no, in the same fact family as the other 3? So there's 3 that belong, there's 1 that does not. Okay, so let me look at the numbers, right? I have a 4, a 7, and a 28 for letter A. Let me look in B and compare it with letter A. I have a 4. Do I have a 4 in letter B? No. Do I have a 28? No, I have a 21. I do have a 7. Okay, let me look at letter C. Do I have a 4? Yes. Do I have a 7? Yes. Do I have a 28? Yes. So maybe. Okay. Do I have a 4? Yes. Do I have a 7? Yes. Do I have a 28? Yes. So my question was, which one is not? So which one does not or is not the same fact family as the other 3? My answer choice is B. Use those questions to answer 2 through 4 and then solve your multiplication facts. Let me go. I will solve one of these. Remember, again, at any point, if you do not understand, if you want to listen to it again, stop, restart it, forward it. And if you still need some help, you can send me a Class Dojo message, a text message, or ask your parents to call me. I am available to help you. Number 1, record and label the fractions on the number line below. When we work with fractions on number lines, we said that first we have to look at our number line and analyze that information that it's given to us and apply it so that we can better understand and then solve our question or follow the instructions that are being given. Record and label the fractions on the number line below. Well, let me look at my number line. What does this number line tell me? This number line tells me that from here to here, it's one whole. Now, how many equal parts? Because in order for this to be in order for me to understand this number line, I have to know how many equal parts is this divided into. So let me use another color of highlighter. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my fractions, my unit fractions, I know are going to be 1 out of 6 because I have 6 equal parts. So that would be 1 out of 6. There would be 2 out of 6. This would be 3 out of 6, 4 out of 6, 5 out of 6, and 6 out of 6, or 1 whole. Good. So now I can label, and right now I'm already noticing that I have one fraction that has a different denominator, but I'll get to that one. So where is 1/6? I found it, so I am going to label it. Where is 3 out of 6? I found it, so I am going to label it. Now I have 2 out of 3. So that means that I would have to divide this number line into 3 equal parts to find 2 out of 3, which would be 1, 2, 3. And there it would become 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, and 3 out of 3, or 1 whole. And I can now label 3, 2 out of 3. And 2 out of 3 is right here. So I found 1 out of 6, 3 out of 6, and 2 out of 3. Now you are going to go ahead and use this information to solve all of the rest of the questions. Let me solve number 2 with you, and then you can solve the rest of the pages. Now number 2 says or reads, the number line represents a distance of 1 yard. So from here to here is 1 yard, 1 whole yard. On which of these number lines does point S represent 1 out of 3, 1/3 of a yard? Let me analyze my information. Let me look at letter F. What do I notice? I notice that this number line does not have equal parts because this part is not equal to that one. So, okay, I can tell that. Let me look at G. I notice that this number line is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. So I know that that I can label my number line with 1 out of 4, 2 out of 4, 3 out of 4, and 4 out of 4, or 1. Look at letter H. I notice that it is divided into 1, 2, 3 equal parts. That would be 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3, or 1 yard. Let me look at letter J. I notice it's divided into 1, 2 equal parts, which would be 1 out of 2, or 1/2, and 2 out of 2, or 1 whole. Let me go back to my question now. It's very important that I understand my question. On which of these number lines does point S represent 1/3? I'm looking at point S. Let me find point S right there. Point S is right there, and point S is right there. So in letter F, letter S represents 1/4. Is that what I'm looking for? No. In letter G, letter S represents 2 out of 4. Is that what I'm looking for? No. In letter H, letter S represents 1 out of 3. Is that correct? Yes, but maybe I have one more. In letter J, does S represent 1/3? No, it represents 1/2. So my answer is letter H. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and apply those strategies, that questioning, and you are going to answer up to question number 8.